Hey, what is up, my YouTubian subscribers? Secured here to do my review for RWBY Volume 6 Chapter 1 Argus Limited. Now, I stand by my first impressions. This was a strong opening, but I'm still only cautiously optimistic. Coming off of Volume 5, which undoubtedly was the worst volume in RWBY history, and arguably it was a jump the shark moment that they may recover from. This is a really, really strong opening, and I recommend watching it. Tomorrow it releases for Rooster Teeth members who aren't first members. So if you haven't watched it yet, I really do recommend watching it. It's a very good episode. That being said, like, comment down below, on with the show. First thing I missed, Adam. I didn't bring it up, but Adam appears in the episode. It was like 30 seconds. He gets mad, kills a bunch of mooks, slices the back of his throne. There. That was it. It was unmemorable. Adam getting boom one-shotted by Blake will stain his character until he either dies, heel turns, or face turns. They need to do something with him, because he's always going to be remembered as the guy who got one-shotted by Blake. At least until he does something notable. That being said, next thing I missed. During the first scene in the train station, you see that there's a train track between Vale and frickin' Haven. That means that the 6 months they spent walking was unnecessary, even with the most charitable explanation being that Vale's was shut down. They could have walked the train tracks to the next station that's open, and then from there caught the train. And I know some people say, well, what if they were too poor? Well, the problem is we were introduced to the concept of huntsmen protecting trains. Do that. Tell the conductor you're gonna, and I know they're kids, but tell the conductor you'll protect the train, or support the huntsman protecting the train for a ride to Haven. Boom. There. Done. Going forward. What else? That's really it. That's all I wanted to talk about. It was a good episode. I really recommend watching it. It just not the most stellar RWBY episode I've ever watched. Actually, you know what? The opening. I pretty much stand by everything I say about the opening. It's not very memorable. It's not. The tunes aren't the lyrics aren't catchy. The guitar riff is pretty good, but the actual music that follows it isn't all that cool. I mean, it seems to be one of the more lore-based openings. I'll say that. Other than that, it just, like, we know Cinder's back via it. We know that Neo's either returning or Roman's returning somehow via the opening. We know that we're gonna see some of Ozpin's forms before he takes over Oscar, or whatever happens in this volume because of it. But yeah, other than that, it's just not a very memorable opening. Not compared to there's a point where it tips, there's a point where it breaks, there's a point where it bends, and a point we just can't take anymore. Or they see you as small and helpless, they see you as just a child, surprised when they found out that a warrior will soon run wild. Or maybe it's red like roses, maybe it's the pool of blood the innocents will lay in till the or even frickin' back to the fairy tale, back to the show. It just isn't that catchy. There's not a stinger line in it. That being said, that's all I gotta say. It's a good episode. I'm cautiously optimistic moving forward, and it's coming out on Rooster Teeth's website tomorrow morning. So if you haven't watched it, now's your chance tomorrow's your chance of watching it. Like, comment down below, off with the show.